Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. I hope you are all doing well and had an amazing weekend. I actually attempted to do this video over the weekend, but the noise from construction won the battle, so I finally just gave up. Anyway, today I am taking a look at the Enchanted Tarot 35th Anniversary Edition. And to my knowledge, there have been at least 6 core editions of this deck. The very first edition was published as a set in 1991 or 92. I did have the first edition until it mysteriously disappeared. I still have the book though, which I love. The artwork was created by collage artist Amy Zerner. The artwork consists of rich tapestry designs using different fabrics, vintage lace, ribbons, metal charms, and various embellishments. Her husband and partner and writer, Monty Farber, wrote all of the text guidebooks, among other things. I have accumulated several editions of the Enchanted Tarot over the years, so clearly I love this deck, and I thought it might be fun to do a side-by-side of the 4 editions I currently have. And at the time of this video, the Enchanted Tarot 35th Anniversary Edition and the Zerner-Farber Tarot sets are still available for purchase. I will leave purchase links below. I probably won't do a side-by-side of the books. It would just be too much. And I really kind of just wanted to take a look at the latest book from the 35th edition. And thus far, it is the closest to the original 1991 book, and I think it's better. I will include timestamps so you can jump ahead to different segments. And with that, let's get started. The Enchanted Tarot 35th Anniversary Edition is housed in a clamshell box with a magnetic flap. It's this beautiful lavender purple color with gold accents. And on the inside, we have gold with cream stars. We have a blue ribbon to lift out the book. And we also have the deck housed in this beautiful dusty lavender color. As I mentioned before, the text for the guidebook is very similar to the original 1991 book, and I always enjoyed the way the first guidebook was formatted. Whereas the first guidebook was hardback with glossy pages, the new guidebook has this lavender purple softcover with gold foil accents which match the box. More importantly, the text has been enhanced and expanded. So pretty. Finding our place in the history of tarot. This gives information regarding the creators and their journey and the history of the Enchanted Tarot, which I really like. It also includes information regarding the origins of tarot and the different perspectives about that. We also have over here, let's see, it's a beautiful little book, isn't it? We also have information regarding the Enchanted Tarot's artwork and their approach. We have the Enchanted Tarot and the Art of Divination, and here we have preparing for a reading. We have handling the cards, a note about reversed cards, interpreting the Enchanted Tarot, and then they have included different tarot spreads, including the Celtic Cross spread. And then we have correspondences for the major arcana. We have a section for answering yes, no, or maybe when it comes to all of the cards in the deck, which is pretty cool. The cards of the Enchanted Tarot. This is basically information regarding the structure of the deck. And then we have the text regarding the individual cards, which is my favorite part. So obviously we have the title and then we have a keyword. The keyword part is new. The part that's the same is the dream, the awakening, and the enchantment. And I just love this part. So for the dream, This is basically a symbolic narrative, fable, or story about the character. And then the Awakening offers practical insight and advice. Enchantment offers a ritual or activity to reinforce awareness about that card. They've also included a quick read section. This part is new and it has the message and the outcome. I do like this part. And then they have an index in the back. This part is also new. So the first book didn't have an index. And then as you can see, the book is color coded and I love that. So I couldn't find information regarding the cardstock weight and core, but the cards have this wonderful silky matte finish and these plain polished edges. And according to Amy and Monty, the deck is the same size as the original edition. So it's a rather large deck. And when you compare it to what we think of as a standard size tarot deck today, you can see it's a lot bigger. The backs have the same gold reversible design as the original deck, which always reminded me of a Voodoo Veve. Only the card backs are purple rather than white, which I actually prefer. I just feel like it's more cohesive with the rest of the deck. So if you are familiar with the various editions of the Enchanted Tarot, you know they are all color-coded in some way. I have always liked this idea and I find it aesthetically pleasing. And then with the new edition, the titles and the card outline are in gold. The deck pretty much follows the Rider-Waite-Smith tradition in addition to Amy's creative enhancements. The 4 editions I have are the Enchanted Tarot 35th Anniversary Edition, published by Mandala in 2026. The Zerner-Farber Tarot, published as a deck book set by Red Feather in 2023. And then a standalone budget-friendly Enchanted Tarot, published by Sweetwater Press in 2021. This one sold for about $10 at discount bookstores. I found mine at a used bookstore for less. The design for this one is the same as the 25th and 30th anniversary sets, which I don't have, only the cards are much smaller and a lot thinner. Then there's the Zerner-Farber Tarot deck from their 2007 self-published Discovery Kit. This one is the same size and design as the standalone Zerner-Farber Tarot sold by US Games in 1997 through 1999. I think the cardstock for this edition may be a little different than the US Games edition. Okay, so looking at the front of the cards, you can see, again, they're all color-coded, and the cards with the title Enchanted Tarot have borders, whereas the Zerner-Farber cards, or the title with Zerner-Farber, are borderless. This was something that happened when US Games first published the deck for Zerner and Farber. And that's why I was so confused about that. I finally had to look it up when I got the 2023 edition. I was like, why are some of the decks published as the Enchanted Tarot and then some are published as Zerner-Farber Tarot? Very confusing, but that is what I found out. And just looking at the Fool card, I feel like this one, the latest edition, has not enhanced the color. It just looks brighter to me and easier to see the detail. I love all of them. I'm not gonna lie. I love them all in kind of like different ways, but I really love what they did so far with the color. So let's take a look at the rest. And I'm not gonna be like scrutinizing each one. I just kind of wanted to look at them, you know, side by side. I was so close to trimming off the borders of this one when the 2023 edition came out. I mean, because I think I paid like $7 for this one. But yeah, it looks like the colors are so much brighter for the 35th anniversary edition. I still love this one. You can see the color differences with the background. Like this is a different color blue than the rest. This is a darker blue. Yeah, I really like what they did with the 35th anniversary edition. You can just see the details more clearly. The background for this one is a little bit lighter, but the colors are brighter and you can see the border details a lot better. I think just looking at this right now, I think the new edition, as far as colors go, seems to be a major improvement and probably better than the original. Yeah, let's go back for a second. You can see a difference between, like, both of these are very bright, whereas these seem a lot darker. I don't know if that's because they're borderless, but that's just what it seems like to me. Now, I actually really like the resolution for these two. But again, let's go back for a second. I'm going to drive you guys crazy. You can see the borders a lot better in the new edition. I think that some of these just the colors are deeper, whereas the colors for the new edition are brighter. They're all just so beautiful, but I am really liking the new edition. Even the two Zerner-Farber ones, I don't know if you can see this, look a little different with their saturation. What do you guys think so far? I mean, oh, this star card, is she not beautiful? I love these two. Wow, look at the difference in the moon card. These two are similar. This one, very different as far as coloring goes. This one is lighter. I really love the brightness of this sun card. And this one just has a more vintagey feel, I think. I mean, they all do, but this one especially does. Let's look at the wands. Look at how the Zerner-Farber, the hue is different. Interesting. But I love how you can see the background in the spade shape a lot better in this one. And this one isn't bad. But I really like this. It must be so tricky trying to photograph tapestries, right? And not have it get distorted or weird, or, I mean, that must be so tricky. Gorgeous. I really like these borders with the new deck. Do you like the borders or the borderless better? And you see how it's color coded here? You don't have the borders, but you have like a gold color down here and an orange color over here. Beautiful. This card is a lot slippier. It's slip. These two are slippery, or they're glossy, so they are slippery. So these two are glossy, so they're a little bit slippery, where these two are matte, which I prefer. I love the way the colors pop in the new edition. I think comparing this to other editions that came out, some of them were a lot brighter, or just like almost too bright, and then some of them are duller. I really see that they worked on that with this deck. This is fun. I'm really having fun looking at these decks side by side. It's also interesting how borderless versus borders makes a difference as far as the way that the art looks. Okay, let's look at the cups. Again, much brighter. You can see the detail more in the new edition. The blue for the older editions is much deeper. This one, the older edition, it almost looks red versus black or maroon, or I don't know, magenta. You know what I mean. But notice how, again, all color coded as far as the titles and the borders. I just think that's cool. I like that idea. Some people might not like it, but I always liked it. This one, I really like this one and the way that the artwork stands out. Wow, this looks so different. See how much brighter this one is? Wow. I have not shuffled this one yet. I'm looking forward to working with it. Beautiful. Let's look at the swords. Okay, so the first thing I'm noticing is that whereas these three are blue, this one is that lavender purple color. Interesting. I wonder why they changed that. I mean, it doesn't bother me, I'm just curious. Also, let me back up. I'm noticing that the background for the spade is a little bit lighter, but you can see more of the detail, especially with these two, the 2007 and the latest edition. I think they're all beautiful though. This one's a lot more blue. These kind of lean towards purple. Yeah, much darker. I always like this Four of Swords. Again, more blue, kind of more purple on this side. The background's so much brighter. Wow, this really pops. Do you guys like your decks super bright or more muted? I think it varies with me. Whoops. Oh, did I get mixed up? I think I did get mixed up. Let me go back for a second. I'm confusing myself. I've never done a comparison or decks with more than just two decks, so this is new for me. Okay, here we go. Sorry, you guys. And what do you think? Do you like the purple for the swords or the blue better? I don't think I have a preference, interestingly enough. Look at how this one is, the blues really pop, and then this looks more purple. I really like that they did Prince and Princess, Queen, King. I would say that's probably my favorite format for the court cards. So I really like that. Wow, these colors, look at how purple, or these cards look darker to me as far as the purples. And then this one is just, looks blue. Fascinating. Oh, I love her. So we've got the Queen of Swords here, and all three of these, specifically these two, the images of the Queen of Swords looks a little distorted, her face, and that's probably because it's fabric. It's not paper, it's fabric. But this is a correction for sure because she doesn't look distorted at all. I also love the coloring here. She looks much brighter. Okay, you guys, we're almost there. We are looking at the Pentacles now, and just look at how all of the hues are different. Isn't that so interesting? And I like them all, but I really like how the borders help the colors in the new deck to just really pop. So interesting. Okay, so I just noticed that for the Three of Pentacles in the new deck, the some of the art above here. One of the Pentacles is like cut in half. The Sweetwater edition shows all of the Pentacles. Interesting. I mean, we know they're Three of Pentacles, so it's not that big of a deal, but just something I noticed. Gorgeous. Like this one is just stunning. And I actually really like the colors of the 2007 deck. I really like it a lot, actually. Who knew the same deck could look so different as far as the color saturation and the definition? Isn't that so interesting? I actually like this one is kind of muted. Wait, did I get ahead of myself? You guys, I'm sorry, but I keep doing it. I'm so confused. Okay, let me start over. I'm so embarrassed. I get sidetracked because I think I was talking about how I really like the muted colors here. I do. But we are back on track. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, again, I think I like these two the best. Interesting. This kind of has more of a like pinkish hue or a lavender hue. Interesting. I'm having a great time. I hope you are. I really like this. I really love the Ten of Pentacles in this deck. And I think this is my favorite. So I mentioned before these two editions, the 2023 edition and the 2026 edition are still available. You can get them on Amazon. As far as the Sweetwater Press edition and the 2007 edition, you can still get them on eBay because I checked. And they're actually not outrageously priced either. So just letting you know. If there's one that you prefer, then you can still get them. Wow, you can see a difference already with that one. Whoops. What happened? Hold up, you guys. Sorry. Okay. Oh, I know what happened. I really like that you can see the detail and that the colors stand out in the new one, but I like all of them actually. Yeah, I really like the King of Pentacles in the new edition. I think a lot of thought, love, and intention went into the 35th anniversary edition of the Enchanted Tarot. The packaging is lovely, and I appreciate the little tarot bag that it comes with, and I really like what they did with the guidebook, and I think the images, the colors, and the definitions of the cards have been much improved. The cardstock feels great and is better than previous editions, in my opinion. And I think no matter which edition you prefer, the Enchanted Tarot is a beautiful deck. I am still partial to my little Zerner-Farber 2023 deck because there's already a bond there and I really like the size. But we'll see how I feel once I start working with a new edition. I'm going to actually be working with it tonight. But to be perfectly honest, I love them all, and I don't think I'd part with a single one of them. What do you think? Which edition do you prefer? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care. Bye.